welcome to another exciting lesson for today. Today we'll be looking at Nigerian political system, also known as Nigeria political division. Now talking about the division of Nigeria, it has to do with the existence of the country Nigeria and how the states were created. Now, looking at this lesson, we'll be talking about different objectives. Looking at different objectives of this lesson. One, being able to locate states, capital, local government areas, and their headquarters on the map of Nigeria. Now, when we talk about locating, it has to do with position. You should be able to draw the map that contains both states and capital in Nigeria. Another of the objectives is being able to describe the three major ethnic groups, given their unique characteristics, and stating some of the factors which led to them being the majority. Another is being able to locate the different geopolitical zones on the map of Nigeria. Now, when we talk about location, we said it has to do with what? Position. You should be able to draw the map that shows the different geopolitical zones in the country. And of course, you should be able to state the different states that form the various geopolitical zones. That is, the states that constitute the different geopolitical zones and the factors responsible for the zoning. Now, before the arrival of the European, Nigeria was made up of various states, empires, small territory, and the largest and most influential being the Fulani Empire. Now, the Fulani Empire comprises of the Muslim Hausa and the Fulani. They are the predominant ethnic group in Nigeria in the northern region. And of course, we also have the Oyo Empire, which is located in the western Nigeria. The Oyo Empire comprises of the Yoruba. They are one of Nigeria's most urban ethnic group, and their culture is centered on densely populated cities, which are controlled by the Oba, also known as the king. And we have the Igbo and Ibibio communities, which is located in the eastern part of Nigeria. The Igbo people are an ethnic group in Nigeria, and they occupy the southeast Nigeria, and they are divided by the river Niger into two equal sections, which is the eastern region and the midwestern region. Of course, we have the Benin Kingdom. The Benin Kingdom began around the 900s, and the Edo people were said to settle in the rainforest of West Africa. And around the 1400, they had created wealthy kingdoms with a powerful ruler known as the Oba. And the Oba, they lived in beautiful palaces decorated with shining bronze. Now, we said before the arrival of the European, with the arrival of the European, and as a result of the British annexation, we have the Northern and Southern Protectorate and a colony of Lagos before the arrival of this European. And it was as a result of the arrival of the European that the British came. The British came, and they tend to, as a result of the British annexation, Nigeria came into being in the year 1914. That is to say, the northern and southern protectorates were amalgamated. And we said before now, the country has just the northern region and the southern region. And after this period, we also saw that the Britain, they ruled this kingdom, that's this country Nigeria, until it gained our independence. So Nigeria actually, the Britain, they actually ruled us from that 1914 to about 1960. And we said in the year 1960, Nigeria gained our independence. And as at then, the country had just three regions, which the northern region, the western region, and the eastern region. And with its headquarters in, we have the north, which have their headquarters in Kaduna, the east in Enugu, and the west in Ibadan. In 1963, the country became a republic, and a fourth region was created out of the western region, known as the Mid-Western region, with its headquarters in Benin City. The political division of the country remained four until 1967, when the country was further divided into 12 states. In 1976, the country was further divided into 19 states, and around this period we said the fourth region was created in the year 1965, but in 1976 we said it was further divided into 19 states. And in September 23rd, 1987, two more states were created, making the total number to be 21. And in 1991, the country had about 30 states, and in 1996, the other 6 states were created, bringing it to be 36 states with the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. Nigeria remained a federal system of government where democracy is being practiced. The Constitution provides for separation of powers among the 3 branches of government. In the year 1967, Colonel Yakubu Gowon, which was then the military leader, turned the regions into 12 states, and he created 6 in the north and 3 in the east and 3 in the west. General Murtala Mohammed also created an additional 7 states in 1976, and General Ibrahim Babangida created 11 more states, and 2 were also created in 1987 and 9 in 1991, and this brought about the different states. Nigeria is made up of several ethnic groups, majority of which are the Hausas. The Hausa comprises of the Hausa, the Muslim Hausa, and the Fulani, and they are predominantly those in the northern region that occupies the northern region. Now, we said this group, they originated in different parts of West Africa and by religion, intermarriage, and they adopt the Hausa language by the Fulani have unified the group over time. Now, the largest of the major ethnic group, which is the Hausa and Fulani, have been politically dominant since Nigeria's independence from Britain in 1960. Another of the ethnic group is the Yoruba. Like we said the Yoruba, their culture is centered on the densely populated city or state, which is controlled by the Oba, and they now form majority in Lagos, which is the most second populous city in Africa. In modern day Nigeria, Yoruba speakers do not always identify with their larger ethnic group. The Igbo is the main ethnic group in the southeastern Nigeria and has represented some of the staunchest opponents of Sharia law. Unlike neighboring Hausa, their culture, Yoruba culture, the Igbo society was traditionally decentralized and non-hierarchical. This made its members easier converts from European missionaries, and today most Igbos are Christians. Under British colonial rule, many Igbos served in government and military roles and were later key players in Nigeria's independence. But over the last few decades, the group has become less politically dominant. In many northern Hausa Fulani dominated states, minority population of Igbo claim to have been unfairly targeted by laws that do not pertain to their faiths, and this has led to crisis over time. This will take us to the geopolitical zones of the country, Nigeria. Nigeria is the giant of Africa and the most populous black nation in the world. Is a federal republic that has 36 states and Abuja, which has the status of the Federal Capital Territory. The 36 states and the Federal Capital are grouped into 6 geopolitical zones to make up country in totality. The 6 geopolitical zones and their states under them are carefully carved out on geographical location, similarity between ethnicity and economic activities, and of course common political ideology. The country has a multi-ethnic group with over 519 languages, and besides, this zoning is done to control the system and administrative division. It was created during the regime of President General Sani Abacha. The main ethnic group in the north are the Hausa and Fulani, and several other groups such as the Kanuri in the northeast. The middle belt has many smaller, differing but related groups, while Nigerian south is divided into a Yoruba-speaking region in the west and an Igbo-speaking region in the east. The main group in the Niger Delta are the Ijaw, although there are several other smaller ethnic groups in the zone. Meanwhile, the religious adherence of the population is nearly equally divided between Christians and Muslims. while a majority of the population is composed of practitioners of indigenous religions or persons with no religion affiliation. The most common communication language in Nigeria are English, Pidgin English, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, and Ijaw. But for inter-ethnic communication, English and Pidgin are mostly used.